Hey collectors, here is a look at Sergeant Slaughter from G.I. Joe Classified, and I would like to thank Collectors Alley for this. Link in the description below. Check them out. At the back of the box, there are pictures of Sergeant Slaughter plus the accessories that he comes with in this package. Once you open up the box, you will get two more extra boxes. The first one houses the figure, and the second one has all the accessories inside. And again, I really hate this kind of packaging that Hasbro did for this line. After removing the figure from the first box and opening the second box, we get again the paper bag for the accessories and the other items that Sergeant Slaughter has, plus this small leaflet inside the carton box. And again, there is a lot of wasted paper materials for this kind of packaging that Hasbro used for this wave for their G.I. Joe line. And here are the accessories included in the package. The first carton has his baton, then his whistle, then you have his weapon, his shades, a small action figure of Sergeant Slaughter, the gun clip, the scope, multiple sets of hand, and of course, his hat. And this is what I am talking about with my past reviews of other G.I. Joe figures. It's much better to see them in a plastic clamshell then try opening them one by one and lose one of them in those paper packages, because if you happen to accidentally throw the package away, you would lose one of these accessories and it will be very hard for you to get another copy. And here is Sergeant Slaughter out of the box. He stands below 6.5 inches tall and of course fully posable like all other figures in the G.I. Joe Classified line. And too bad it doesn't come with his vehicle Triple T, but I hope Hasbro will do that in the future along with his Renegades. This is the back part of the figure. It doesn't come with attached pockets or slings like the other figures, and this is what you can see him when you watch G.I. Joe the movie. There is a gap between his ear and his head where you can put the arm for his shades. And be careful because it's not too secure, and when you are putting him in an action pose or removing or placing his hat on, it will easily pop off from its place. To complete his look, all you have to do is place the hat over his head and you have the drill master for the G.I. Joe. The figure can hold a simple action pose, but again, I suggest using an action figure stand if you want to put him in more dynamic action poses, and heat up those joints before you go around messing with this figure to avoid breakage. Not being released with his vehicle is the only complaint I have for this figure, and I hope soon Hasbro would release the Triple T tank of Sergeant Slaughter without needing any crowdfunding. And for size comparison, here he is with Yamcha from Dragon Ball by SH Figure Arts and Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story by Bandai Model Kit. With Batman, the Michael Keaton 1989 Batsuit from the deluxe box set with Batmobile, and Asbats or Azrael with his Knight's End Batman armor, both figures by McFarlane Toys. With the Dark Knight from the Dark Knight trilogy by ModoKing model kit, and Voltes 5 from the Voltes 5 anime series SMP line by Bandai model kit. And finally, with Tony Stark with Mark 85 armor from the Infinity Saga 2-pack, and Duke from the G.I. Joe Classified Retro Line series, both figures by Hasbro. And with that, thank you all for watching and see you all again next video.